Howdy, y'all. So I've got to go shopping today. We had the big holiday and now it's over and got to get back to our regularly scheduled events. But my husband kind of worked the weekend, so he used up more of his kind of lunch items than I expected. So back to the store I go for more lunch items. And I thought I would do a little chat video really quick on the way. So we had a really good holiday. My son came in and he had made pork el pastor um, and these big giant bread rolls. So he fixed tortas for our Thanksgiving. So we had these big giant Mexican sandwiches and they were delicious. And I better get my sunglasses out. It was raining for a couple days, but now, as you can see, it is super sunny and the weather is turning off pretty nice, actually, although I think we're supposed to get some bad weather soon. They're talking about more tornadoes, but I think that's going to be a bit east of us, kind of like at the Mississippi River. And so, yeah, the weather's okay for now. The holiday went really good. My son was able to stay for a long time, and we had a really nice visit. Finished decorating the tree. We talked all about going for Christmas, and we were talking about it. And I don't know if they have a B at the B&B we're staying at. It's an Airbnb. I don't know if they're going to have a Christmas tree, and I kind of want there to be a Christmas tree. So I'm thinking about maybe getting like a miniature Christmas tree to take there. I don't know. I don't know if I should or not, but it just seems like you should have a Christmas tree at Christmas, even though we're not going to be home. But anyway, so we talked about going there and the things that we can do there, and we're going to be visiting Bentonville and Fayetteville, and they're both in Arkansas. It's about a 4-hour drive from where we live, and it's also about a 4-hour drive from where they live. So we're going to meet there. But I think both of them have to work, so they'll be coming in later than we will. Anyway, we're both going to meet there at the Airbnb, and it is actually in Bentonville. And there are several things that we want to do there in Bentonville. Strangely enough, the Walmart Museum is there, and I've heard it is definitely worth going to see. So I think I'll check out the Walmart Museum. There's also, I think, a fine art museum, and I think that there is like, what is it called? A natural history museum. And those are all in the town we're staying in, not to mention lots of restaurants and things like that. And I think we're going to try to do an escape room while we're there. And I think both cities have kind of like a downtown area, although I think Fayetteville is more of like a college town, so they're going to have more of that kind of a scene. So it'll be like, I'm assuming it'll be more like a little microbrewery bar, specialty bars and stuff like that, But there'll be lots of shopping, and there's lots of antique and vintage places. But the main attraction is going to be the bookstore, and I can't wait to go there. They're supposed to be one of the best. I've heard one of the best in the world of used vintage books, and so I'm curious to see the prices, on that kind of stuff, and also what they have, because I'm looking for fairy tales. I don't have to have first editions or signed copies or anything like that. Just as long as they contain the story and I don't already have that story, that's what I'm looking for. Also, I am very interested in vintage cookbooks because I don't know, I love old-fashioned recipes, especially Southern recipes. So, we'll be here in Arkansas, so maybe I'll be able to find some granny's cookbooks going on. And I know they used to give them out with things like when you bought a bunch of jars for canning or a bunch of lids or just certain items, it would come with a little recipe booklet, like the ones that came with the jars told you all different recipes for canning stuff, different things like that. I'm always looking for those kind of little books and recipe booklets and pamphlets and stuff. And also the big, thick, like Betty Crocker's from 1963 or whatever. I love the vintage uh, cookbooks. And usually you'll find recipes that have fallen out of favor, not because they're not delicious recipes, because usually they are, but because there's a lot of prep work involved. And, in old-fashioned recipes, you might spend a whole day cooking something, and then it seemed like in the 60s and 70s, everything turned into these quick, what we would call like dump and go casseroles now, slow cookers and casseroles and stuff, just because, it's just so much easier. And there was a lot more canned goods available and instant soups and stuff. And a lot of what I think of as traditional recipes fall back on a lot of that stuff, like condensed soup. Campbell's soup I think that's where the term, souping it up comes from, is because, you add a can of condensed soup to many recipes, and that's your basis for your sauce or whatever, like chicken a la king, that kind of stuff. So I'm looking for recipe books. I'm looking for fairy tale books. I'm looking to have a great time with my family as well. We really enjoyed each other's company on Thursday when we had our Thanksgiving. It was very nice. And I'm looking forward to them being able to bring their dog. We, of course, will not be bringing any of our cats. We have someone that's going to come in and check on them for us and feed Willow. They have an auto feeder. They'll be fine. But still, someone's going to come and check and give Willow some food at least once a day. And we're only going to be gone the 3 days, so it should be fine. So yeah, we're all set, and I'm glad they're bringing their dog so they don't have to worry about their dog. Dogs aren't nearly as self-sufficient as cats are, so it's nice for them to not have to worry. We can go back and check on their dog in between the different stuff we're doing, let her out, let her go for a walk and stuff. She's really good. Her name is Portia. She's a mixed breed, short hair, medium-sized dog, and they adore her. She is their fur baby, and she's my fur grandpuppy. Even though I'm not really a dog person, I do love, love, love their Portia. And when my son was going to college, she showed up on his porch. And he took her to the Humane Society, and they said, well, she has run away from here. And he said, he gave her back and everything. And then not long after, she showed up on his porch again. And so he took her back again. And then the third time, she showed up at his house, having escaped the Humane Society. He had to keep her, of course. And they found out she had heartworms, and they went through a long, extensive treatment, and they cured her heartworms, but she's, not very strong because of that. And they don't really know how old she is. But anyway, she's a beautiful dog. She's a loving, loving, loving dog. And she found him. So I just think that that's a wonderful, wonderful story of a rescue dog. He was busy with college. He had a lot of responsibility, and so he did what he thought was best and took her back where she come from the first 2 times. But third time's the charm. If something comes back to you that many times, you've got to make them part of your family. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to Christmas. We had a really great holiday. I hope you guys had a really great holiday, too. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this off so that I'll have time to upload it while I'm shopping. I did a video not too long ago that was like 49 minutes. And I never could upload it and show it to you guys. I just never did have the time. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off and wish you guys a great week. I hope you had a great holiday too, if you celebrate the holiday. Or if not, it's Cyber Monday. So good luck on your internet deals. Happy shopping. Y'all be sweet.